Next up, we have Kim Vanderheiden, organizer of Homebridge Connect.
I'm Kim Vanderheiden. This is we're both part of Homebridge Connect, and we got together as a grassroots organization at the beginning of the pandemic. I'm housed and have always been housed, and for me, this has been an act of bearing witness. As I learned from Melissa, who I'm going to give the mic to in just a moment, I learned from Melissa more about what is needed and what can be done. And here's Melissa to say a bit about her part.
I'm Melissa Moore. I have 7 years lived experience out in the East Bay, San Francisco, and now for my own nonprofit, fully comprised of lived experience individuals, and it's called RISE, Rising into Self-Empowerment. And so we have to empower people, and that's what we got to do, is empower our tribe with the rights through advocacy. And that's one of our big things that we do is advocacy. We also do street outreach and bring resources, but definitely arming people with the rights and letting them know what they are. You know, they have rights. Most people don't understand that. Most people on the street don't think that they can stand up for themselves and demand things. And the International Bill of Human Rights, which was drafted in 1948 by the UN, the United States signed on to it. And in 2019, they re-signed on to it. Well, they did a report card for the U.S. last year. We got a D, good old D, not a B, but a D for compliance. So every day we are definitely violating everyone's people on the street civil rights, unhoused, by seizures, by encampment sweeps, by denying health care, denying housing, everything. And there are so many people out there, dying on the streets because of health care. I was part of a street medicine outreach team for 3 years prior to starting my own nonprofit, and we went out to where the camps are. We went to the encampments to bring health care. And a lot of times it's too late, but there are many times that we had victories and we saved people and got them the care they needed, because there's so many people out there undiagnosed with either mental disorders or physical disorders. They're not going to go to hospitals because they're ashamed, because there's bias there. The doctors everybody looks at them like they're dirt. They put them in the hallways and then they just leave. So it needs to stop. It needs to end. All of this oppression needs to end. And we need to find a solution. We need to find solutions to homelessness, not just money going around circles of insanity and bureaucratic red tape. It's ridiculous. And solutions that don't work, like shelters that won't take kids, children, or shelters that won't take your animals, which are your fur babies, different things like that. We need to find things that work, because obviously everything we're doing is not working. It's getting worse, and people are suffering on the streets, and it needs to turn around. And I love being here. This is amazing. All of you are amazing for being here and supporting this, because this is what we need. We need to be voice. We need to be a loud voice for people. Loud voice. Consistently loud. And respectful yet aggressive, but no, assertively yet not aggressive. Well, sometimes aggressive. Sometimes I cross that line quite a bit back home. The sheriffs don't like me back home. No, we definitely, it's amazing to see all you people, and it just inspires me to keep going. And the people on the street appreciate you. Believe that. Believe that.
All right, part of our group made the posters here for Wood Street. I began going to Wood Street last January, and it took a long time of just continually showing up and meeting people to get to know more and more about the story and situation. And the day after the city closed the encampment, it took over a month. Everybody's emotions were very raw. And I had just been in an argument with a housed person who was in a nonprofit that I thought really should know better. And I was still reeling from that argument. And the next morning in meditation, I wrote what is on the posters here. So I would like for us to say them together. So I'm going to come forward. And I'm wondering if people will get up and come to where the posters are. I'm not sure if the mic reaches that far. Can I go over there?
No, it's portable.
It's portable? Okay. So I'd like everybody to get up and come down this way. And now if everybody here who is housed and always been housed, raise your hand. I want those people to say this first part. From a housed person witnessing the Wood Street community to housed people who have not yet. We have driven up the cost of housing. We have told the poor to not have housing near me. We have overconsumed and dumped our garbage here. We have denied garbage collection to the people we have unhoused. We have denied safety and stability to the people we have unhoused. We have dehumanized the unhoused and look here as the only garbage. I would like everybody to join in for this part. A resilient and loving community lived here.
They were family to each other. They were healing for each other. They kept each other alive.
They were here for each other and everything to stay together. Their homes
were destroyed. Their fragile stability was destroyed. Their lives were scattered.
What they wanted was to work with the whole community to make something better. To make a new and beautiful way of life that everyone, the whole community, could value. They had beautiful ideas that many drove past and saw garbage, and they were afraid, so they never stopped to listen. We must accept. I'll let everybody catch up. I'll catch my breath too. We must accept our own responsibility in order to live better in our community. Everyone is needed. Everyone belongs. There must be no litmus test for who may live among us, for who may belong. Work together, be together. The value of one's offering is not hinged on income. Together we have enough to care for everyone. Amen! We have enough to care for each other. There is enough home to go around. Only God is love. Thank you.
I have one last quote that I'm on the SMI board, Street Management Institute board of directors, and SMI, this is our mantra. It's by Lao Tzu. It says, go to the people, live with them, learn from them, love them. Start with what they know, build with what they have, but with the best leaders, when the work is done, the task accomplished, the people will say, we have done this ourselves. Woo-hoo!